David, I've been having these conversations for 9 years, and what almost always happens at the end to a lot of the really enlightened individuals is we come to the same conclusion, that we are all one. We are all one energy. I've heard it from different people in different words of different races and sexes and religions, and it all comes down to that. Because again, it's some other knowledge. It's something that's a truism about us as humans, and you've just articulated it. Again, for the 100th time I've heard it here. This is a trend. This is the most important message we can put out to the world. And so I hope everybody watches this. I hope they share this with as many people as possible. This is the one message we should stick on those, satellites that they send out into space. What are we all about as humans? It's this. This is such an important point. So I hope people can take this on.
We are love. That's what we are.
Yeah.
Everything else is what we are programmed to perceive that we are, and that's the enslavement. That's why they want this closed, because once that opens, the world changes. And I tell you how inverted and how insane this world is. You've heard what I've just said about who we are. I've been saying it for 30 years. And I'm called a racist. That's the madness of it all. I've never seen any group that called itself anti-hate that wasn't full of hate. That's the inversion. An irony, the person they're calling a racist hater says we're all each other, and the divisions of race and color and creed and sexuality, just illusions, brief experiences. We are each other. And try dividing and ruling that.
What I think is funny is the last 30 minutes we've been talking about love, and this is what they want to ban from people hearing. And that's our conclusion.
You know why?
Love.
They know that is going to bring them down. That's why they don't want us talking about it. They want us arguing and conflicting and shouting at each other. They don't want that. It's their worst nightmare. That's why the last half an hour has been more dangerous than the first two.
I know. That's the crazy thing. David, thank you. It's always a huge pleasure having you here.
Pleasure.
And we always finish with a message that's similar. It's a message of love. It's a message of confronting our fears. It's a message that we are the power, and we can end all of this madness if we just choose to move in that direction. So thank you for that. I appreciate it.
Pleasure.
And thank you to everybody watching. Again, I implore, please click the sidebar, share this with your friends and family on social, ask them to just give us 15 minutes or go to the last 30 minutes, whatever you want to do. But see if they can consume this, because that's what's going to make the difference. Conversations like this, getting that into people's heads. Again, we're not for revolution of violence. This is about love. And that's going to get us there at the end of the day.
And thanks for everything that you're doing as well, because you've been brilliant in the last 3 weeks. Because we need people to stand up, look the dragon in the eye, and wait for the dragon to blink, because it will.
Yeah, it just did. And I have to say thank you to those 25,000 people around the world that acted out of love, that just did the right thing when I'm sure with the lockdown, the forces are telling them not to do anything with their money, and they put it to where you could have this conversation today. So thank you for those founding members, and thank you for making the Digital Freedom Platform happen today in all of its greatness. And if you want to be a part of that, you can go to londonreal.tv/freedom. And this episode will be here, unedited, uncensored, unbanned, until I'm dead at londonreal.tv/live. It's going to be here. So again, come back, watch it, share it with everybody. David, thank you so much.
Pleasure.
I really appreciate you. All right. I think we've done some great work today. I would say stay safe, but you're always safe. You're always good. You're always putting out the love. And I appreciate you. And I misunderstood you years ago as well, just like most people do when they first hear about you. But every single conversation we had, David, I said, this man is speaking truth. And my brain couldn't figure it out, but my heart felt you. And so I kept pulling you in and bringing you back and bringing you back. And when all this madness happened, I was at the gym down the road when it was still open, and it just something clicked, and I said, David Icke can give us the answers. And that's when I reached out to you, and that was Roseike 1. Obviously, Roseike 2 happened, and now this is 3. So thank you. This has been epic. And
that's the way home, people. That's the way home. Open the door.